well. In the middle, Robertson got it down, goes towards Rathje, who gets it away to Asekas, gets the first clear kick of the third term. In front and taking the mark is Jason Stein. Oh, I thought he was going to play on then. Be very careful. Michael Rowe standing the mark. And Stein gets it wide to Mervyn.
Rating, boys.
Takes the mark, goes towards the middle of the ground. Peacock taller over the top of Lockwood, who's hurt, still on the ground. Peacock now goes to the other side, half forward flank, and looking for McTaggart. That was Matt McTaggart on hands and knees. Handball was good to JJ, couldn't take it with him. No, needs some support. Got a good shepherd from Menzies. Handball to Rowan at 50, goes to left boot. The lead's on from Cox, goes in that direction, and takes the mark in front of Jamie Weiss in the pocket.
If he continues to lead, Cox, they won't get near him, will they?
No, that's right. And just looking there, I think Corey Lockwood's in a little bit of trouble there with his arm or his collarbone.
So Darryl Cox, who has kicked one goal this afternoon, comes in. And he's hit the post, has he? Yes, he has. So one behind to him, the first score of the third term. Goes to Thomson. They go to 9-10-64. They lead North Geelong 7-3-45. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, a minute and a half played.
So Darryl Jones recovering the football, and if it starts to rain, any score on the board is going to be very, very helpful. So Jones comes to the Social Club side. The lead was from Rory Priddle and takes the mark ahead there of Fanning. And goes back now. So Rory Priddle, half-back flank for North Geelong, looking for options. There's not a lot further up the ground, certainly. So almost you'd think players need to come back a little bit. Goes long, looking for Daniel Gibbs. Can't take the mark. Good work, Wolfen, and handball to Troy Maheris, but it's only back as far as Rory Priddle. Oh. That's a shocking kick from Priddle. I think looking for Rathje, but he's only found the safety of the arms of Dale Menzies. So on half-forward flank for Thomson there. Dale Menzies drives it long to the head of the goal square. Cox is there, besieged by players surrounding him, but comes to ground. Nice kick back into the middle by Justin. Good. Fantastic mark. You don't get too many better than Nick Maheris in this league, and I tell you what, that's a classic. Well, he's got players loose everywhere at half forward. One of them, Savali Armstrong, he's only 40 metres out directly in front. We'll get the distance, I will predict.
You'd hope so.
And every chance here to bring up the score for the Thomson Footy Club. And gee, what a sensational mark, Nick Maheris. Off balance and threw himself into the air. As Savali Armstrong now moves in, doesn't have any problem at all getting the distance, but he does have a problem with the accuracy, and that's his third behind for the day. It is now 9-11-65 Thomson. They lead North Geelong 7-3-45. Lexington Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 3 minutes.
Kick in by Jones, missed its target, which was Priddle. Handball back came from Nick Maheris, got it to Fanning, and he turned it around the corner, kicked it behind. So they go to 9-12-66 there, Thomson. They lead North Geelong 7-3-45. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 3.5 minutes played. Jones will do it again. This time he might go a bit further afield. He does. Towards 50, looking for Robertson. JJ against him. Good punch away. Towards the front of the pack, Hearn leads in the race of the football and gets a kick away. Torpedo punt. Foot race now between David Gibbs and Aaron Bradley. Towards centre wing, kick off the ground by Gibbs, kept his feet. Gardner bears down as well. There's Rowe, he picks it up, goes back on the right boot, chips it over the top towards half forward. Osekas uses the body. Peacock got it away. Price at the front of the pack on the wrong side. He's a right footer, gets it on his right foot, goes towards the full forward position. Atchison against Flack. Oh no, pushing the back there. Rathje holding the ball, no. And it will be a ball up 30 metres out from the North Geelong goal.
Interesting one in the last quarter. Player threw himself on top of the fellow on the ground. It was a free kick in the back. That one not.
So a ball up, deep into the attack for North Geelong, but a big punch away by Peacock. Only as far though as Corey Lockwood. Handball back to Priddle on 50, goes to the right boot, sets it back up towards the goal square. Atchison goes up, off hands. Thomson had the numbers. Can they shuffle it through? Oh, Price might be able to kick it off the ground. No, he can't. One behind to the North Geelong side. They go to 7-4-46, and they trail Thomson 9-12-66 on the Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 4.5 minutes played.
So Savali Armstrong, a few moments ago, had a shot for goal at the southern end, now kicking the ball in at the northern end. So standing outside the 10 metre square is Flack as Armstrong goes relatively short, finds Rowan on half-back flank, and Rowan of Thomson has taken the mark. So Thomson in possession. Rowan goes further forward. The lead was from Maheris. He can't take it. Comes to Ray Robertson. Oh, brilliant
Moved like a rover.
Brilliant balk by by Robertson has found Rathje.
Good kick too.
In the forward pocket, and Rathje, an identical position from where he kicked the goal in the first quarter. 40 metres out, fairly adjacent to the boundary, but on the correct side for the left footer. As I said in the first quarter, having played here at St Albans quite a bit of his football, I'll tell you what, he's done it again. He's got kicked goal number 5. So Rathje, can he be the match winner for them? 8-4-52. Now North Geelong, they trail Thomson 9-12-66. Lexus to win in third quarter scoreboard, 5.5 minutes gone. You're quiet, Cal, what's happening?
Yeah. Just trying to make some moves here.
What are you going to do?
Not too sure.
What are you going to do, Walks?
Mate, I'd just concentrate on making sure we man up on Sabuli Armstrong again. He's been up and down the middle of the ground, and he'll turn the game over too quick if they let him.
Back in the middle, Robertson and Justin. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Both get a hand to it. Goes towards Corey Lockwood. Goes back to Elzinger, who gets the kick away to half forward. In front row, off hand, Stein at the back. Picks it up. Was going to go with a handball. Likes to go with the left foot. Kick around the corner towards the boundary line. Hearn, McTaggart and Lockwood get over there 2-on-1. Hearn and Lockwood looked at each other and wondered who was going to pick it up, and as they did that, the ball rolled out of bounds for a throw in on centre wing on the outer side. Light rain falling here too. Pete, what's the weather like out there, seeing as though you're standing outside the box?
A little chilly, I think.
I don't know why you're doing that, but anyway.
Zali Steggle's going to turn up very soon and put on a demonstration.
Boundary throw in. Lockwood got it back to David Gibbs. Goes on the right boot around the corner looking for Rory Priddle. Was a good kick too, and he took the mark on centre wing on the outer side. Goes towards the lead of Rowe, who makes up a lot of ground and takes a good mark at half forward. The lead on from Flack. He elects to go further afield though, towards Rathje again. Why wouldn't you? Sabali Armstrong against him. Pushes it away. Rathje kept his feet. Goes on the right boot, close to the boundary line, turns it around, and it bounces across the goal and through
for goal on the right foot,
for one behind. He's kicked 5 goals, 1 this afternoon. They go to 8-5-53 North Geelong. Thomson 9-12-66 on the Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 7 minutes in the third term.
Ball being returned to Sabali Armstrong at fullback for the Thomson side. He'll be doing the kicking in again. Decides to go long, straight down the middle. The ball's going to land almost in the centre, but it's a fair bit of North Geelong there. Robertson picked up the crumbs, over by hand to Rathje. Long handball to Priddle. Priddle out wide to Rowe. North in possession. Rowe now turns around, chips it to the lead of Price at half forward. And no free kick, so off hand. It's over the boundary line and out of bounds. 40 metres from the behind post. North Geelong in attack. Probably slightly kicking against whatever bruise there is, Pete.
Mate, I think the North Geelong Blues look a bit better with Rowie up the ground and Priddle up the ground and Flack standing in at full forward.
So ball thrown in and forced back to the boundary. 8 minutes gone, third quarter. With the boundary umpire 30 metres from the behind post. Puts it in once again. Good throw in. Well, no player really gets a tap down to come to ground. North Geelong, that was
Priddle.
through Priddle.
Priddle.
Priddle has picked the ball. They've had a snapshot out of the pack. And I tell you what, they don't come much better than that. Rory Priddle's kicked his second. And here come North Geelong. 9-5-59. They trail Thomson 9-12-66. Lexus have win them third quarter scoreboard. 8.5 minutes gone.
Pete, are you going to make those moves yet or what?
Hey?
Hey?
Yes, I'm not too sure here. They're in a little bit of trouble now.
Well, I see you brought Oakley back on. That's important.
But it's totally different now. North have got numbers at the ball and getting in front, and whereas in that first quarter it was Thomson were doing all that. So complete turnaround here.
Back in the middle, Robertson up against Dean Oakley, back on the ground for Justin. He gets it down, Oakley as well. Through the middle, Hearn rides a couple of tackles. Held to him, said the umpire. And will be a secondary bounce in the middle.
I think as long as Robertson can stand up for North, it doesn't matter. Like they've just got to make sure they shark the ball. Oakley's won nearly every contest bar one.
So a ball up. Robertson stands. Oakley tries to come from behind. Off hands towards Sabali Armstrong on Rathje now. Tries to pick it up. Can't do so. The Magpies are away again. Rowe streams forward at half forward. Takes the bounce. Runs to 50. Goes to the right boot. Long. Back towards Burns and Mervyn. Burns falls over.
Oh, hit the post.
Hits the post. And through for one behind. So North Geelong, they go to 9-6-60. They trail Thomson 9-12-66. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 10 minutes played with Sabali Armstrong to do the kicking in.
Cal, Thompson seems to be struggling for leg speed at the moment.
They are indeed, Eric.
Armstrong now chips it wide to the change room side. Fanning his target, doesn't find him. Burns shovels along the ground, but he can't find his teammate in Elzinger. Ooh, he picked it up just over the line, said the boundary umpire. And in front of the scoreboard here at St Albans, which shows North Geelong 9-6, trailing Thomson 9-12, but it's all Thomson all of a sudden in this third quarter. 10 minutes gone, boundary umpire about to put the footy back into play. We have Asikas doing the ruck work there, push forward, doesn't get the tap down. Gardner tries to crash through, handball back to Peacock, he's under pressure. Handball back to Will McTaggart, picked up there by Locke with the spill of the footy. He hooks it back towards the goal area. Rasty, strong mark, came from behind the pack, zipped across the front of them. This time, unfortunately for him, he's on the wrong side for a left footer, but I tell you what, there's a bit of feeling. The North Geelong boys, they're really patting one another on the back as Rasty now moves in. Shocking kick off the boot, and I tell you what, I think he snuck it in. It was barely head high. That's a goal. So that's goal number 6 for Jason Rasty, and he's tied the ball game up. 11 minutes into the third quarter. Lexington Wyndham scoreboard 10-6-66 North Geelong. They're tied with Thomson 9-12-66. So all of a sudden this third quarter, it's all North Geelong.
Walsh on for Price. Can have a break for a while.
Yeah, he might have got a pretty heavy knock, you mentioned, Pete. I think he's been a bit ordinary from since then.
You to make those changes yet, Pete, or?
You got to stop saying Pete, mate.
Sorry, Cal.
I don't want to make it.
Cal, are you going to make any changes? Back in the middle, Oakley gets it down towards Gardner, coming out Jones from half back, or gets a high tackle. No free kicks at the umpire. Nick Maharis is in there as well. And it's on the centre wicket area, the cricket pitch area here in the middle of St Albans reserve. Sid can't believe it as he gets up and gives the footy back to the umpire. How he didn't get a free kick.
I wonder if that umpire needs my glasses.
So, Robertson, Oakley comes from a long way, stands it there, Oakley gets it down, only as far as Priddle, loses the football. Big scrap around the football now, and the umpire will come in and ball it up. So
it's funny how the intensity in the game has changed in a quarter. North have
swung around.
Very hard at the footy now. Thompson seemed to be hesitant.
Umpire throws the ball up. Oakley gets it down. Only as far as Hearn. Jones taps it on. McTaggart's there as well. That's Will McTaggart. Left foot kick to half forward. Bradley goes up. In front. At the back. McCarthy. Play on the course. To the umpire. What does he have to do for a mark? And
that's a fair assessment, madam.
I think most people agree with that.
Just for those listeners out there, she did say sorry. She's very upset about that.
Ball up at half forward for Thomson. Rain starting to fall a bit heavier here at St Albans Reserve. Scores level. Robertson goes up, gets it down. Coming through the middle, Nick Maharis. He tapped it on to the advantage of Luke Forbes. Jones comes at him. He pushes out in front, tries to play for a free kick, doesn't get one. Bradley, kick off the ground, picks it up in the forward pocket. And it's out of bounds now for a throw in. 25 metres around from the Thomson goal. Peter Walker has lost it completely. Eric, take it on.
Ball 30 metres from the behind post, deep in the attacking area for Thomson. Kicking to the southern end in this third quarter, up high over the pack there with Oakley. Comes down to Bradley. He has a pot shot for goal. Well, that's going to be a sensational goal. Troy Maharis laying on the ground, throws the foot at it and has kicked the goal. Well, if they needed inspiration, Thomson, that was it. Troy Maharis kicks his second, and that's the 10th for Thomson. 10-12-72. They regain the lead from North Geelong, 10-6-66. Lexington Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 14 minutes gone, third quarter. Cal, that's the sort of inspiration anyone would jump up for.
Well, that was a big lift because if North Geelong had have got that goal, and for the first time probably the match they would have been in front, that may have been the end of the PD section, but Thomson back in it again now.
Back in the middle, Robertson. Oakley goes to Fanning, gets a quick kick around the corner, but Elzinger should be able to take the mark on the cricket pitch area and does so. In front of Woofenden. Has got Gibbs wide, goes in that direction now with a kick. Going to be chased by Nick Maharis, doesn't sit for him. Maharis comes through at the man, then loses the footy, trips Gibbs over, held on to him. Oh, and a free kick's gone to Thomson. That is 6 of one, half does the other, I reckon, at that stage.
Holding one, know that.
Yeah. So Nick Maharis will have it on centre wing. He's got Tim Gardner short, goes in that direction, takes the mark on true centre wing. Goes long towards Forbes, coming across Oakley as well. The big man goes up, tries to tap it on, but it's all North Geelong. Lockwood gives a good shepherd for Jones. He's surrounded though, handball wide to McCarthy, puts him under pressure. Bradley sees him over the boundary line for a throw in. So, A throw in now between Robertson and Oakley. They're at half forward with Thomson into attack. Throw in now. Robertson in front, gets it down. Bradley comes through. He's got some time to get the ball away. Chris Fryers runs back with a fly to the footy and takes the mark. Wants to switch play. Goes short to Zitko. It's okay. Still inside defensive 50. Goes further afield out wide. Osekas and Savali Armstrong. Also Hearn getting across there. And also Matt McTaggart. No push in the back play on the call. And Hearn runs away with the left foot. Goes long towards half forward. Walsh against Rowan. Falls to the front. Rowe gets it and loses it. Gives it to Flack. Flack's got it at centre half forward. Takes the bounce and takes two. Well, he's got an open goal square. He does. He's kicked the goal. And has he got it? No, he's just missed one behind. The Simon Flack. Got around on the left boot.
He's a very skilled footballer, very well balanced, isn't he?
Yes. Just couldn't get on his right foot though, could he?
Like the listeners out there, like he's run, taken a couple of bounces, turned onto the left, and probably 45 to 50 out.
With a wet footy.
10-7-67 North Geelong. Thompson 10-12-72. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes played.
So Savali Armstrong again to do the kicking in for Thomson. Now 5 points of difference. As Savali Armstrong surveys the ground ahead of him. And North gone into the zone defence, called the play on now, and Armstrong kicks it in short and finds Stein. Just very close to the boundary line in the back pocket. He's been called to play on for what reason I have no idea. He didn't move, but Fanning now, he's taken the mark. Still deep in the back pocket for Thomson. He chips it to Wolfenden. They're still only 30 metres from the goal, Thomson, and having some difficulty getting out of the defensive half. Now Wolfenden goes longer. The lead in the centre of the ground. Mark not taken, comes to ground. Jones dives on the football. And, well, the umpire's rewarded him for courage as there's a Thomson player down behind Darryl Jones there. Rory Priddle is getting to his feet and some chance of kicking a goal, so he's suddenly come good. As Darryl Jones now sees the lead coming towards him, and it is Flack once again.
No, Gibbs.
No, it's David Gibbs. So David Gibbs, the diving mark, inside 50, as Flack comes up beside him. Is the handball on? Yes, it is. Now, why can't he do that? That absolutely amazes me. So the umpire has taken the ball off him. Now it should be 50 metres if you're on the job, umpire. Ball kicked to full forward. Rathje can't take the mark. Ball comes to ground. Handball from Aitchison to Dale Menzies. Deep in defence for Thomson in this quarter. Kicks it wide onto centre wing. Matt McTaggart. Russell Hearn. Good pace. Hearn too quick for him. Pushes the ball back for McCarthy. Now it's a 2-on-2 out there. And umpire will move in. When the opposition player runs through the mark, well, isn't that 50 metres?
Yes, it is.
There you go. Umpire Peter Walker's answered it.
Well, we saw Jonesy do it a couple of weeks ago. He actually took the opposing player in between the kicker and the man on the mark.
So ball up, centre wing, outer side. Robertson stands his ground. Oakley gets it down again. Fryers leads the race back for the football. Picks it up, gets tackled on half forward, and it will be a ball up once again. So it's 10-12-72 Thomson, North Geelong 10-7-67. We've been playing 18 and a half minutes in the third term. Ball up on half forward for Thomson, attacking the southern end. Robertson will get it down this time towards Jones. Tries to break free. Can't do so. Pack develops around him once again. The umpire will come in and do it all again at half forward. So Robertson in the ruck contest in this quarter has just been standing there. Oakley's been coming over the top of him. Depending on the throw up of the ball, who gets the winning bounce, the winning hit out goes to Priddle from that contest. Running back Hearn with the fly to the football, didn't take the mark, but second effort was pretty good. Needs some support. Handballed it to David Gibbs running past. His handball to Rathje, who set them alight in this quarter. Goes from centre half forward with a left foot kick. Wobbly punt. Look, goes towards Rowe off hands. Burns in front. And now also Rowan gets pushed into the ball, kicks it off the ground. He and Osekas go with a kick towards half forward, and Rowan does really well. Can't pick it up though. Tried to kick it off the ground. That was a throw. Play on the call. North Geelong. Osekas gets wrapped up, loses the football pretty close to the boundary line, and it will be a throw in at half forward for the Magpies.
Oh, there are still umpires out there.
Yep, they're the blokes in the white.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Sort of lost the whistle, I thought.
Thought they were the Water Boys.
Rathje, don't Peter. Rathje in the ruck contest gets it down.
Yeah, cut it out, Kel.
Oh, surely that's in the back. Oh.
So a ball up at half forward for North Geelong. So a bit of scrappy play in the last couple of minutes.
I want to work with Kel every week.
Do ya?
I reckon I can get away with a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
He's alright, isn't he? He's pretty mundane. He's pretty low-key. Ball up.
Making the changes very slightly.
Rathje gets it down with a big thump. David Gibbs runs onto it. Getting across there also Walsh, Flack and Rowan. Pretty close to Flack. He's got it there. Handball to Wolfenden. He's wrapped up. And the umpire will come in and ball up pretty close to the boundary line in the forward pocket, the right forward pocket for the Magpies. They're attacking the northern end in this third term. And it'll be, looks like it'll be Rathje, maybe up against Atchison. Oh, Hearn gives, Seekers gives it a big flap away towards Rowe, comes out from the goal square. Had it and lost it. Burns is in there also fighting hard for it. Stein, handball to McTaggart. Wants the safety of the boundary line, but he's a long way away from the boundary line. Rowan goes in front of Walsh. Can he pick it up? He can, but he gets wrapped up by Walsh. Burns is in support. Rowan's there again, tried to get it out. Now Will McTaggart. Now he might... Oh, that is absolutely... That is deliberate and hasn't been paid. It's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in at half forward for North Geelong. You can't get any more deliberate than that.
No. Out of bounds in front of the scoreboard here. 21 minutes gone, third quarter. 10-12 Thomson, 10-7 North Geelong as the ball comes in. Big pack go up. Armstrong comes down. Oh, Gibbs stole it from his hands. Kicks it towards the goal area for the North Geelong side. And Stein is more than happy just to run it across the line. 3 metres from the behind post. It's, Rowan took a heavy knock there at that ruck contest. He's okay. There's a boundary umpire now. A couple of metres from the behind post. Deep in the attacking area for North Geelong. In there is Jason Rathje. Punches the ball forward. Oh, Armstrong tackles strongly. Tries to get a handball to the boundary. Stein, he picks it up and... Well, the umpire has put a whistle on play, and I tell you what, the umpires have caused this bit of dissension down there. I feel sure if they paid some free kicks, the players would be satisfied. So the free kick is going to Stein of Thomson, deep in the back pocket for that club. Where's he going to go? He's got all the players almost on the one side of the ground. He's gone right across the face of goal. Out there is Mervyn of Thomson. Takes the mark. On the mark is Flack. There's Mervyn now. Called the play on. Kicks it on the left foot. Back in towards the corridor. Peacock takes the mark ahead there of David Gibbs. So Rod Peacock of Thomson on half-back flank. The rain is just steady, light rain at the moment. Well, Flack come in at the side there. However, Nick Maheras. Oh, that's a tiggy touchwood mark. Goodness gracious me, I've seen that. So, takes the kick and plays on. Kick to centre-half forward, Bradley. Ball straight through his hands. Gee, it's pretty slippery now at centre-half forward. Ball thrown out to Fanning. Long handball forward. Zitko runs onto... he's got Menzies and has been penalised for throwing the footy. Great tackle, Mario Zitko, on half-back flank for North Geelong.
I was going to say, you could nearly see all the ball down Geelong's end, North Geelong, and then the ball going up the other end, kick a goal, couldn't you?
It's true. The ball comes to adjacent to our broadcast position as Lockwood tries to get the footy out.
Oh, how can he pay? What is that?
That is unbelievable.
Oh.
That is absolutely unbelievable. Lockwood at no stage had the football.
And he's smiling. He's smiling like he meant it.
So, free kick to Nick Maheras of Thomson. Drives the ball to the lead of Cox at centre-half forward. Ball comes to ground. It's coming through strongly there was Weiss. Ball thrown out. Now Seekers can run onto the footy, which he does. Taps it forward, picks it up, kicks it further forward. Now they're a foot race. Rathje and Aitchison. And Aitchison can't quite get to Rathje at that situation. Rathje tries to kick it off the ground, comes back, tries to handball forward, gets some support there from Seekers, and now it stacks on the mill. Surely, same umpire, will he give this one holding the footy? Unbelievable.
I can see what Kel's done. I can see the move he's made.
What's that one?
Gone in the umpy's room at half time and paid him some money. That's what he's done.
So that umpire puts the footy half forward flank. Good knock down there by Rathje, but unfortunately he missed Lockwood on the way past. And the ball is over the line with a couple of players. And
Craig Wolfenden might have hurt an ankle.
Sort of into the gutter there beneath the fence at the boundary umpire. About to put the footy in. Tap forward. Comes down to ground. Elzinger tries to punch it forward. This umpire has given Thomson another free kick. And
must have been $100, not 50, Pete.
So Stein goes back into the corridor. And Mervyn takes the mark. So Greg Mervyn at centre half back for Thomson, looking for players to come towards him. kicks it on the left foot to the middle of the ground. Up high at the back
Man in front.
was Sabali Armstrong, but unfortunately the man in front has taken the mark. And
What do you mean, unfortunately? You're showing your bias there.
Jones now, wide to the loose player on centre wing is David Gibbs. Has one bounce, runs forward. Great tackle there from Bradley, but the handball goes to Russell Hearn. Hearn of North Geelong, beautiful kick to the lead there of Flack. And just outside 50, Flack of North Geelong. Goes long, it's a huge kick, it's going to land in the goal square. Oh, Walsh almost took the mark there. It's 3-on-2, Thomson get away with it from Gibbs, but he's only kicked it as far as Osikas, who's 30 metres out, almost directly in front, and Osikas has taken the mark for North Geelong. So 26 minutes, third quarter, with Paul Osikas. The opportunity to, in fact, give North Geelong the lead if he can kick this goal. So Osikas will be kicking from 35 metres out, almost directly in front. Moves in now. Right footer. He's got underneath it. I'll tell you what, it's a lovely looking kick, and over the goal umpire's head. Osikas has kicked his first, and the 11th for North Geelong. North Geelong, 11-7-73. Lead Thomson now, 10-12-72. Lexus of Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 26.5 minutes gone. Not saying much, Peter. Walker.
Go you good thing.
Kelly, have you made those moves yet?
No, I'm just going to, with 20 left, I'm going to get the timekeepers to blow the siren.
Yeah, blow it now, mate. I'll take that. 1 point up.
Regroup.
Back in the middle, Oakley gets it down. Only as far as a well guard has got there first of Radha Priddle. Goes to McTaggart. Handball back to Fanning. Off one step. Goes towards half forward. Forbes and Fryers. Forbes takes the mark and plays on. Breaks free. Goes at 40. Goes towards the goal square. Weiss gets back there and touches it just on the line for North Geelong. So it's scores level here at St Albans Reserve. North Geelong 11-7-73 and Thomson 10-13-73. That's 27 minutes gone in the third term. Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard. Zitko kicks in, goes towards Jones at half back. Nick Maharis got it away to Nick Maharis again from Gardner's handball. He goes from 40 metres up towards the goal square. Troy Maharis uses the body and takes a good strong mark over the top of, I think that might have been Daniel Gibbs, was it? Who was standing there, and Troy Maharis has taken the mark, so a chance to put Thomson back in the lead. He's only 5 metres out, directly in front. So, Troy Maharis, who's kicked 2 goals too this afternoon, coming in to kick his third. And does so. So his third goal, and the 11th for Thomson. They go to 11-13-79. They lead North Geelong 11-7-73 on the Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 28 minutes played.
Some three-quarter time scores. The progress score at Torquay. Torquay 7-5, lead Geelong Amateurs 4-11. And in the AFL, it is Geelong 7-12, trailing Brisbane by a small margin, 15-10. Adelaide 10-7 lead Hawthorn 4-5, Melbourne 11-12 lead Fremantle 7-7, and Sydney 18-12 lead St Kilda 5-5.
So they're the scores at three-quarter time in the AFL, and here it's 6 points of difference. We've been playing nearly 29 minutes in the third term.
So the umpire receives the football back from the boundary umpire in the middle. Must be getting closer to three-quarter time, and very big last quarter in the opportunity here. Tap down into the arms of Timmy Gardner, ducked his head, and umpire said it's a stalemate, so we'll do that again. Great tackle, Rory Priddle, on that occasion, as the umpire takes the footy still in the centre circle. In the air, it's Oakley and Robertson. Tap down goes to Jones, overruns the footy. Now it stacks on the mill, and the umpire will move in and do it once again. 29.5 minutes gone. Third quarter. Big pack of players in the middle of the ground now as the umpire puts the footy in the air. Robertson taps it wide, picked up there by Nick Maharis, drives to centre half forward, in front McCarthy, can't take the mark. Bradley Spalls from behind, picked up by Zitko, kicks it wide, looking for the boundary. Is it going to run? It's run. It's in front of our broadcast position and just beats Troy Elzinga over the line. And centre wing in front of our broadcast position as the siren sounds.
Had to keep the elbows down there, Kel.
Three-quarter time. The three-quarter time Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard. North Geelong 11-7, 73. They trail Thomson 11-13, 79.
So in that third term, North Geelong kicked 4 goals 4, while Thomson managed 2 goals 4, and it's 6 points of difference at the three-quarter time break. Thomson's goals at three-quarter time have been kicked 3 to Troy Maharis and 2 each to Nick Maharis and Dale Menzies, singles to Luke Forbes, Aaron Bradley, Darryl Cox and Tim Gardner. While for North Geelong, 6 goals to Jason Rathje and singles to Paul Osikas, Mark Burns, Paul Price and 2 also to Rory Priddle. So it's 6 points of difference in the elimination final. Thomson 11-13, 79. They lead. North Geelong 11-7, 73. Rain starting to come down a bit heavier here now at St Albans. We're in for a great last term. Stick with us. We'll be back after this break with more on 94.7.